Welcome back to Sekiro. Today we're exploring the abandoned dungeon. And weirdly, our new samurai friend Jinzaimon got ahead of us.
He's always ahead of you, despite the fact he's always fucking tired.
Yeah, it really looks like he got ahead.
He dashed fast. He's exhausted. I mean, it took me so long to fight that last fucking shinobi. Why do I make you so sad, Shami-san?
You can only feel one emotion. And it's the unfortunate one.
Do you know what it's like to almost be at peace and then you hear a loud kazoo in your sleep?
Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Christ! This hole turns around, pulls down his pants.
There's a giant hole in the earth behind me.
Oh yeah?
In the earth. The songwriter's dilemma. I must follow that melody.
But I'm at work and I can't write it down.
Ah, this fucking monocular.
Let me really see if you're actually exhausted.
I promise I have the settings at max. I don't know why it doesn't work. If there is actually an adjustment to the focus, that's really fucking stupid. Well, Jinsaimon's gonna lie here for a while. I can run off and do whatever I want, but as soon as I actually jump into the hole, his story is gonna continue. I actually want to keep him here for a little bit. We're gonna be coming back to him, and kind of playing around with him. There's a couple things you can do before he leaves. Actually, pretty much at any point until the end of his story, but I'll keep him here for now. Now, when we came here, you briefly saw something pop up, but it was very windy. Because there's another mini-boss here.
There's so many mini-bosses.
Yoshi, you weren't here for the Headless. He was kind of tough, but this is another spirit-type mini-boss. Another super strong motherfucker that's extremely difficult to get damage on, unless you use the Divine Confetti.
Is this an optional fight, or you have to do it?
It is optional.
Ah.
But like the Headless, there are multiples of these guys throughout the game. So I'm getting ready. The Shichimen Warrior. He is another boss that does terror damage. You need to run up to him and hit him very quickly to dispel the magic, because that magic builds up terror damage very quickly.
Well, that didn't seem to go too well for you.
I kind of had to deal with it.
Whoa!
He does a lot of magic attacks. That big Kamehameha blast, you need to run to the side or you're going to get hit by it and die.
Jesus!
Yeah, this is a boss where you need to keep running. If not to the side, then to directly at him and keep attacking.
You know, the fact that this is after a boss named the Headless, I thought this was going to be like his brother, the Legless, but that's completely wrong.
Isn't that a Lord of the Rings character? Legolas?
That's Legolas, yeah.
Jacob, I love you so much.
So do I.
The fucker, he teleported right when he had a sliver of health left. I just need to hit him once more to get a death blow on him. Thankfully, at this point, I don't need the confetti to get a death blow on him, but I do need the confetti to keep doing damage on for the second round. So, funny to mention the relation to the Headless. Both the Shichimen Warriors and the Headless are technically sort of like corrupted warriors who did exist, but they became demons over time. There is a bit of lore with them, like there is with everything.
Yeah. Yeah, because now I'm seeing this, I'm like, I wish I was around for the other parts, because now I want to know.
Well, we didn't fight the Headless for very long, because I was not equipped for him. Kind of similar to this. So, at the Hirata estate, I got the red gourd, and that reduces fire buildup. There is also a purple gourd in the game that reduces terror buildup. And you really want to buy that before you fight the Shichimen warriors and the Headless. I only came to fight Shichimen early, because he's a lot easier to fight, and I find him a lot of fun to fight. But I would not want to fight the Headless without it. But by defeating him, I get the ceremonial Tanto. If you remember in Bloodborne, you had the ability to use some of your health to recover Quicksilver bullets. The Tanto does a similar thing. If I run out of spirit emblems, I can nick myself on the neck and get some additional emblems.
It has to be on the neck, like the most precarious part of the body.
Oh, it takes like half of your health. It's not a little cut.
Wolf tries to cheap it and uses your prosthetic arm, and then it actually takes away all of his health. Alright.
Just out of spite.
Yeah, it's just like, how fucking dare you?
And you don't even get the first death, you just die twice immediately.
It might have been a good idea to come up here, actually. The pacifying agent is sort of like the dousing agent, in that will also reduce terror buildup. Both it and the gourd also give you a bit of terror resistance for a little time, so that's why you really want those for fighting the ethereal bosses. I call them ethereal, I forget what the actual word is. They're ghosts and demons.
I would assume, like, spiritual, or something along the lines of that.
I think illusion, maybe? Or that might be a separate thing.
Hi. I'm ignoring you.
When you mentioned, like, you just die one time, instead of, like, the kanji for death, you get one that just says idiot.
This kind of feels like a game that would have something like that. Like, if you just do something really stupid. No. If you do something just really dumb, it's just like, why did you do that?
It's not a funny game.
It could have a funny moment.
So, a couple of things. This path that I came in is actually leading me back around to that sculptor's idol that I got nearby the Taro Troop with the bell. There's like 2 separate entrances to the abandoned dungeon. 2, I picked up Bite Down. That's a way to kill yourself to get enemies off your back, and it doesn't take away your resurrection nodes, which is nice. And also, this guy is basically a zombie.
Sure seems like it.
You need to kill him twice for him to actually die.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of fucked up shit in the abandoned dungeon. Like giant crickets.
Kill them!
You can stomp on them.
I mean, that's how I would solve this problem in real life.
They do bite you. They don't do a lot of damage, but they're annoying.
More scared of these guys than any other fucking boss we've fought so far. Said that implying the crickets were a boss.
I mean, in these kinds of games, if you're not very good at them, or you don't know how to play them just yet, everything you encounter technically is a boss.
This guy's just surrounded by zombies. You know there's some fucked up shit happening here.
What are you doing here, Wolf? I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
Now this guy's gonna lead us on a side mission. The decisions you make on it, including even taking up this side mission, you can't ignore it, will affect the side quests of other characters. So like in this case, he wants me to go out and find a strong man. I have 2 options. One of them is our friend Jinzaimon. I can't ignore this. In fact, I recommend it. That's what you say if you want to be trusted.
Wolf is like, I have to trust this man now. Because he knows what I am and nothing else. I'm not good at making friends.
I never use the red lump. That gives you your own red eyes. It makes you resistant to flinch, but it prevents resurrection, and I need resurrection. But this is the entrance to the abandoned dungeon that we unlocked in the last part. Both sides of the abandoned dungeon lead to different places.
Okay.
Gogurt.
It's lunch on the go.
It's lunch on the go.
So I'm going to do a little bit of save finagling. This is a separate save. This is if Wolf was a jerk. Instead of having Jinzaimon go find his wonderful shamisen, why don't I send him to the doctor? Where clearly something bad is going to happen to him.
なるほど、あそこか。調べは穴底から聞こえる。ステローのどこかから降りていけるやもしれぬな。あ、ステローですな。わかり申した。
I see. So this route will help me kill the kazoo. Thank you.
ステローに誰を飼うておるのか。
The other character that you could do this with we'll meet later. The side quest plays out pretty much exactly the same, though, so I'm only showing it with Jinzaimon. You can just run past the zombies, you don't have to go up in the raptors.
Zombie just can't get up. Keeps slamming his head into the ground.
Grody.
What the fuck did you just call me?
This is another upgrade material, even though it doesn't look like it.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use it.
Looks more like you got a cup of beans, but alright.
I want to meet your master. I bet he's gross too.
Oh, I got a nasty claw.
Oh, my master just walked away. He's dead cricket.
I just need to run to a sculptor's idol and rest. That'll reset the area and continue his story. There's that one zombie at the entrance who every time I run past says, "Hey, I got you, I give up."
Well, I mean, he only has to die twice. Nobody told him he had to be alive twice.
Hey, I got you, I give up.
That was my second one.
These bugs are very well detailed.
Yeah. I don't see anyone else in there. He must be, like, bunched up against the wall.
Hey, are you guys talking about me? No?
Hey, you're back. Why do you keep doing that?
He just wants a hug.
Come back. I just want some pants.
No.
He has pants. He doesn't have anything else. The sad part is he doesn't realize it. Will you make up your mind or what?
I love how every time you go by and the music hit plays like.
With your hand, you're eating it.
忍びのお方ですか。どうした。いいえ、何でも。
Wolf seeing that, you know that's not funny. I'm right here. He lifts his prosthetic.
Oh. Sorry.
So this is going to require a bit more time. We don't have access to the Mibu village just yet. Technically, we do. We have to get there first. But we have to actually complete Nibu Village before we can get the thing he requires. There's a carp in there, a treasure carp, technically, but it has glowing red eyes.
司祭はお渡しした紙をそれがあれば施術はまた一つ前に進むでしょう
Look, I'm really sick of seeing you, you know?
There it is.
Shit, Nobi.
I wouldn't trust him with my friends.
I don't know why the Law and Order theme song would feel appropriate at that.
I just wish like that was just the start of a James Bond trailer movie. Shitnobi will return in Really Shitty Guy 2.
I want to make that movie.
I didn't see this at first. Just a little side room with another corpse and more bugs.
Hate it. Thanks for taking care of that.
It's one of those things that, like, on one hand you want to applaud game design for it, but on the other hand it's like, do the graphics have to be that good on N6?
I don't know if Kotaro... I can't recall anyone with that name.
Oh my god! Nearly got took out by a cricket.
That was probably Kotaro.
Yeah.
But there were a couple of names in there that I do know. Okami, that's a group of warrior women who we will fight in the latter half of the game. They're pretty damn cool. And in fact, there are a few different races of people. Yeah, fuck this guy. I don't want him around in this save. He's a piece of shit.
助けてください
But there are a couple of factions in the game that are actually descended from the Okami warrior women, and they share the same weaknesses as the Okami. And also, the note mentioned the Fountainhead Palace. That's where the Dragon Spring is, which we learned about in the Hirata Estate. And that's where the Okami warrior women are. So, a lot of stuff in the latter half of the game.
Oh. Oh, come on, Wolf. The bridge is right there.
Lauren, be honest, did you not know that was water when you jumped in?
I thought it might be solid right below the cliff. I want to be sneaky here. Oop, dolphin jump.
Stealth.
This is my stealth leap.
I want to kill this guy first. Nobody's looking in the same direction.
Nitpickiest of nitpicks. I really wish when you did a stealth kill, it didn't do a hard music hit, which, in my mind, it would make me think that I'm being loud. Even though the music is clearly something that's just for the game and not anything anyone else can hear. It's just me.
I would love for the other characters to react to that, like, I just heard an imaginary soundtrack, my friend is dead.
There's another guy up ahead. That was just a fish. Don't worry about that. Oh, damn it.
Ow!
Oh.
That wasn't a fish.
Gunner saw me.
Pretty sure fish can't use guns.
You can kill the gunner before the swordsman sees you. Just trading blows. I'm a great shinobi.
You didn't have to stab me in the armpit. Ugh.
This is a peculiar elevator.
I'm glad the water wheel started going, because I thought he just activated a Rube Goldberg machine for a second. And then at the end, it just shoots a katana right at Wolf. You have to be able to dodge it on the right time.
These are powerful jars.
Ooh.
Now, Jacob, you're gonna recognize this place.
Ooh.
We saw it briefly.
I think I do recognize it, yeah.
Stand still, laddie! Buddha? Siddhartha himself? He sounds like a little girl. We're at Senpo Temple.
Oh yeah, Senpo Tempo.
Senpo Tempo, the proper temple this time. Or at least just outside of it. Well, you can't get captured, they could just kill you. Are you expecting me to respond? Look at me. This is my resting face. I don't answer.
I'm fucking exhausted.
Can I please sleep?
I went to get my hair dyed and they did this.
I actually look like this when I sleep.
Don't even talk to me until I've had my coffee.
I'm trying to hug the wall and it won't let me. Mount Congo. I think Mount Congo is a real place.
I was gonna say about the little telescope, like, it makes me think of like the flashlight in Last of Us, where you have to shake your like PlayStation 4 controller to get it to like work again.
Bong. The temple proper is up in the distance. We got a few smaller temples dotting around the place we need to get through first. We're going to be saving this for later. In fact, we're going to be saving it for after we've actually gone up the castle. Although there is something that only shows up here if you do come here before you go to the castle. I'll be showing that when we get around to it, though.
This game is so pretty!
It's very pretty, and this is easily the prettiest place because it has the most colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite looking area already.
This whole game kind of feels a bit Horizon Zero Dawn-ish, but maybe that's just because that's the last hyper-realistic PS4 game I played.
Oh, sad big man.
I thought you were getting out a blow dart.
Let me just put him out of his misery real quick.
Oh, hey, sad big man.
Oh, that's Kotaro. Kotaro is one of the Taro troop.
Makes sense.
Feels like lazy naming, but okay.
It's got more Ko in him. Do not kill him.
You can't actually. He's a necessary NPC, which means if you try to attack him, it just phases through him.
Ooh, does that mean we'll see him again?
We will see him again.
I like him.
We'll actually be continuing his story once we're actually going through Senpo Temple. Everyone. You don't need specifics, it's everyone.
Do you think I remember their names?
You remember back when we went back to the Ashina Reservoir, we read a note about red and white pinwheels.
Right.
That's relevant for Senpo Temple. I'll repeat this warning when we actually come to Senpo Temple proper. Oh, finally, the monocular works. But the temple is by far the most conceptually grotesque, horrifying, and emotionally wrecking, and potentially triggering place in the game, I think. So be very cautious when that part comes around. It will probably upset you.
Oh, Jesus.
Goody.
This lady gets around.
What if I throw a rock first?
You'll never hear it land.
Damn it. He shrugs.
No. Jump. Jump.
All right,
Thanks.
There you go. Cool guy coming through.
be prepared to grapple.
Oh. What a prick move.
I was gonna say a smooth move, but okay.
There's another place you can grapple a little lower in case you missed that one.
Smooth prick.
You've been hit by a smooth prick. I thought this was a. Let's see what happens if you just fall directly to your death.
If you fall, you die. What do you think? I want to jump up just in case there might have been an item up there, but there's not. There's just another zombie down here.
I wasn't doing anything.
Mommy!
Well, that's what happens to me. Okay, you made your point. You made your point.
He hasn't, though. He's back. To attack.
I was trying to see if I could backstab him, but he already knows I'm here. He doesn't forget you just because you killed him the one time.
He can rotate the camera just like you.
Now, be sure you have full health before you jump down this hole, because you will take a little bit of damage.
Oh, fuck that.
I think I tried jumping up the wall at one point, and I think I still took damage.
Have one drop in level 5 of MDK2. Yep, there's my MDK2 quota for the LP. Go watch the LP. That game's really good.
This is where we're going to be exploring next time. That is another mini-boss.
Really?
Yep, they're fucking all over, the mini-bosses in this game.
Are you sure they're not just strong enemies?
Well, they're basically bosses, because they've got the double death blows they gotta do.
Is that a mini-boss?
No, just a tough enemy.
He looks more intimidating than the other guy.
That's just what they want you to think, Jacob. So that way when you go and attack, because you don't know at the time, and you get murderized, you go, ah, that was the mini-boss.
Okay, I guess I see your point. Just because a guy can carry around a tree with him doesn't mean he's a mini-boss.
Oh, I wish it was a tree. No, that's a rocket launcher.
What?
Oh, yeah. There are rocket launchers in this game.
Yep.
Because it's kind of stupid.
So, interesting note, I mentioned the Okami and their descendants. The Gunners are the descendants of the Okami. What that means is actually irrelevant for the Ashina Depths, because there's a weapon in the game that very easily poisons the Okami and their descendants, except the people in the Depths, because the Depths are poisoned already and they built up an immunity. And I think that immunity wasn't implemented originally, it had to be patched in.
Oops.
Oh, we found the one thing that's a little too tough for the player.
But I wanted to come here at this point in the game before going to the castle, because after you beat a certain boss later on, the structure of the area changes. Like, the geometry stays the same, but the little huts that the gunners have set up will be destroyed, and some of the enemies will be in different places. So I wanted to see it as it is before. And this path that I'm taking does lead on to Mibu Village, which we did see earlier in this part, at least the name. There's an important upgrade you get there. There's something story important that you get there we can unlock early. And a bunch of other stuff. It's a very interesting and freaky place, which players of the Bloodborne DLC will probably get some flashbacks to that fishing village. It's quite similar to that. So join us next time as we get grody.
Grody.